Hey everybody, this is Melina from scrapbookingwithme.com and Me Crafty Scrapper here on YouTube and Instagram and over on Facebook at Me Crafty Scrapper Creates. This is my first video since my daddy passed away 2 weeks ago, a little over 2 weeks ago. And I am not going to lie and sit here and try to put on a front that this is going to be an easy video for me to make. It's not. There is something about losing someone that has been a constant in your life since day one. And you just sit and wonder, how am I supposed to go on with life like everything is normal? How am I expected to smile and act like everything is okay? And I've realized that I don't have to be okay. And that's okay. As simple and elementary as that sounds, it's okay not to be okay. So, you will see the most not okay person in this video today that you've probably ever watched on YouTube. I have some stuff to show you. I pulled all this stuff before our new normal happened, and I have that giveaway that was supposed to happen the last Friday of September, and it didn't happen. And I have a Scripture Saturday that was supposed to post, and I ran out of time just a few hours before my daddy passed away. I have it started and I need to finish it, so hopefully that'll be up by this Saturday. If y'all want to have details about what all has happened, I'm not going to go into all the details. Mom has done a video because she had so many questions, because people did think that he was getting better, and she has done a very moving, detailed video, and I will link that in the description box below if you want to go and watch that, but I'm not going to go into details. My daddy was a Christian and he was a man of God. He pastored for over 40 years, and I know where he is. To be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. And I know he's there, and I know he's happy, and I know he's healthy, and he's not hurting, and he's not having to take, as he used to call it, 11 different medications. He got to leave the big old medicine bag that he carried around everywhere. He got to leave that here. And I'm thankful for that. This old flesh, though, just misses his presence. Because he was larger than life, y'all. He had the best dad jokes. And was so incredibly loud and cheesy. And he gave the best bear hugs. And he had these giant hands that when Alicia and I were growing up, we were scared of sometimes. Because, I mean, he was usually the disciplinarian in the house. And back in the 80s, you know, a swat on the behind, you knew your place and you knew you should straighten up. That's what it was like in the South, anyway. But he was always loving, even with discipline. And I'm gonna miss those big hands. Alicia and I got to hold him one last time at his deathbed in the hospital. All the tubes were finally gone, and we got to spend time there with his shell, you know. We believe he was already with the Lord. We were just visiting his shell. But we got to hold his hands one more time. And this time they didn't hold back. And as I said in our speech at his homegoing service, I don't know that we'll ever get over that, because anytime we went to Daddy and grabbed his hand or held his hand walking or just walked up to him, held his hand, he would always, it was so warm and comforting. And I knew that day, the early morning hours of that Monday morning, when I held his hand that last time and it didn't hold back, I knew that wasn't my daddy anymore. And I know that one day I will get to see him again in his heavenly form, when I have my heavenly form. And I cannot wait for that day. I know that heaven is much, much more than just seeing our loved ones that have gone on. But to us here on earth, our flesh longs for that. Anyway, that is what I will share about my daddy and his homegoing. He was only 67. He would have been 68 November 3rd. And that is just too young, in my opinion. But the Lord had other plans, and we will trust in that plan. He knows what's best. You know, who knows, there might have been some kind of trial or heartache or medical something coming up that Daddy just wouldn't have been able to handle if he would have been here. He had been through so much in his life medically. And so maybe something was coming up that Daddy just couldn't handle. And so the Lord went ahead and just took him. And I will eventually be okay with that. Because I know that the Lord knows best. Anyway, I want to thank everybody that has messaged us, emailed us, called, sent texts, sent cards, gifts. There are lots of final expenses that have to be taken care of, and I am not worried about that at all. I know the Lord's going to take care of that for us. He watches over his children, and he knows what's ahead for us, and what's going to have to be done and paid for and all of that stuff. So he knows all of that, and it's going to get taken care of. But I do appreciate all that have sent donations to Mama. That's something above and beyond what we could ever ask of y'all, and I thank you. And oh my gracious, at the orders that y'all have given us, and I say that in total joy, not in an overwhelming spirit at all, because we needed it. Most of you know that we have the shop, scrapbookingwithme.com. Don't let the name deceive you. Everything in there is not all about scrapbooking, but we made this business long time ago when scrapbooking was the thing. You did 12 by 12 scrapbooking and that was it. We carry all kinds of paper products and tools and things like that, but it's just amazing the support that we have gotten and the orders, because Brandon and I rely on the shop as our income. That is our income. Our children both work there too. Aaron, who is 22 and autistic with a expressive receptive language disorder, he works and helps us mostly with kits each month, and then while we're working out in the shop, he's cleaning Mama's house for he's done that for years and years. And Bethany is 18 and in college now, but doing it online, and so she's able to come over and help too, and helps us with anything that we ask her to. And so it's a total family affair, family business, and we rely on that to pay our bills. And sadly, after a loved one passes, the world just keeps on spinning, y'all. And life still has to be lived, and bills still have to be paid. And even through grief, we have to get back to some type of normalcy, or one, we go insane, or two, we lose everything because we can't pay our bills because we're not working. So thank y'all so much for supporting our business and continuing to order. We have restocks coming this week and new items coming, I think Monday, this coming Monday, so second week in October. I want to thank everybody for watching older videos of mine and Mom's, watching or rewatching older ones if you already watched them, or just letting them run. That helped us so much to still have income from YouTube in September, and I appreciate y'all very much for doing that. You didn't have to, but you did, and I appreciate it. Mama is doing as well as could be expected. Y'all just continue to pray for her and the whole family. The grandkids are taking it well, and Aaron, you know, we worried about him because he and my daddy were very, very close. And we worried about him as far as, you know, what was going to transpire after he realized, you know, what was going on and that Papa was not here. And he has taken it like a trooper. He has had a couple of meltdowns, and that was to be expected. And it was about other things. He was deflecting. But he knows, he told all of us the day after Daddy passed, y'all, Papa is in heaven with Jesus. Y'all know that, right? You know, it was just like, duh. But he has really, really, really handled this like a trooper. So I know there were some that were concerned about him, and he is good. He's well. There have been so many things that have fell by the wayside since all of this happened. As you can tell, I've not got my nails redone at all. That was something when I started this video, I thought, oh gracious, these look horrible, but oh well. I'll get to the salon sooner or later. Not a huge priority to me. You know, after somebody passes, somebody that's very close to you, especially, you reprioritize a lot of stuff, don't you? It's crazy what you think is important, and then all of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, someone is taken from you, and it's like, all that stuff that I was concerned about before this moment does not matter at all. Oh, me. It's just crazy what we see as important until something astronomically important happens in your life, and everything else is like, oh well. It can wait. Oh me. So anyway, I am back in my studio, and I am going to be making videos again, more videos. I need this. I've heard Mama say many times that crafting, paper crafting, is her therapy, and I truly believe that. It is for me also. Just getting busy and working with my hands and get my mind off things. It's something that I need greatly. So I will be ramping that back up, and y'all just bear with me through this grief. And I said in a Facebook post the other day, grief is like a weird roller coaster. We'll be on it forever, but in different seats and on different tracks. There'll be highs and lows and all kinds of in-betweens, but we'll always be on the roller coaster because our loved one will have always gone on until we get to meet them again. So I'm looking forward to that day. We had gotten, just going through a few things that we've gotten in the shop, and since I pulled these things over 2 weeks ago to show you and never got a chance to until now, some of it has already sold out, but I have it reordered. And like I said, we have a big restock coming hopefully tomorrow, Friday, and then Monday. So those 3 days from the taping of this video, filming of this video. Gracious, taping. That is a 80s saying, isn't it? It's like I'm putting this on YouTube off cassette tape. We got the new, well, they're not new as far as Tim Holtz, but we got the tiny clips, and I was inspired to go ahead and put these back in the shop. We had them years ago, and then sales went off a little bit on them, so we stopped carrying them. But they are the cutest little clips and make the perfect tiny little embellishment on a journal page or something. So they're tiny, tiny, tiny. But if you don't want, you know, big bulky things in your journal, those are perfect for that. So we have those. And if you get over there, and like I said, they're sold out, I have reordered. Along those same lines, we have the tiny little paper clips. So those are like the binder clips, the binder type clips. And then those are the paper clips, and they come in 3 different tones. So those are always very cute little additions to your journals. These sold out really quickly, and I have them on reorder, but they are back ordered. So be watching for these. As soon as our manufacturer gets them to us, we will get them back. Let me get my sticky scissors and pull those back so I can show you. They are the cutest little things. They are also tiny paper clips, so they're like the Tim Holtz, but Tim Holtz is a little wider than these. Wider than these. And they have, let's see, oh, there's a gold tone. Let me get that one to pop out. These are the cutest little things. They're tiny, tiny, tiny in a copper or a bronze, a silver, and a gold tone. So tiny and so cute. So, like I said, these are back ordered from the manufacturer, but as soon as they are back in, we will have a big restock of those because they're already sold out. These just sold out yesterday when I was over at the shop working and filling orders. And I ordered a bunch of these at the very beginning when I did that first order. They're turn mounts. And what you would do, so they're like what's on the back of a picture frame. Okay? So you would put like a little brad there, put it on your page, and then you would turn this to hold in a picture, a note, or whatever on your journal page if you wanted to. You could also use these on cards to hold string in place, or on your scrapbook pages to hold your pictures in place. But I just thought those were so cute, and they come in different tones. So there's like a chocolate brown color, and then a black color too. Oh, and then they have this. So there's a shiny black. Well, if I can get it turned over. There's a shiny black, and then there is this. Let me throw it across the room. Then there is this kind of speckledy black. And then there's the chocolate, I'm wondering, yep, the chocolate shiny, and then a little matte. So a shiny, a matte, and then a shiny, a matte in different turn mounts. I love those. We have never, that I recall, had turn mounts in the shop. And so I thought those would be very cute. I ordered lots and lots and lots of them, and we just sold out of them yesterday, but I have more ordered. They should be in maybe by the end of the week. We have these larger binder clips, and these would be very cute to hold lots of different pages or something. Excuse me, notes or something like that in your journal. They are made by Heidi Swap. So cute as a button binder clips. So black and white, and they're both they're both a shiny finish. The white is a little more shiny than the black is, and we still have some of these in stock. I thought those were very cute, but they are a little bigger, so if you like things that are just a little larger, a couple of these on the outside edges of a journal, like sticking out on the outer edge, would be too cute. Now these, I thought these would go a lot quicker than they have, and maybe it's just the title, because it does say rusty paper clips, and you know, nobody wants nobody wants to have to go get a tetanus shot or something. I don't know. But anyway, these are they just look rusty. They're not actual, look, I'm almost dropping it. They're not actual rust. It is like a paint patina that they have put on the clip. And these are so cute. They would be very, very cute at the top of your journal or the side of your journal, holding things in. And every one of them say inspire on them, so they are etched also. And these are by Prima. We have quite a few of these in store. I will worry about putting that in the package in a minute. New to us color from Tim Holtz in the Oxides is Rusty Hinge. And I think we have a couple of items still left in Rusty Hinge in the shop. But I have a big restock coming of this. And let me show you what it looks like as far as the color when it is stamped or edges inked. Let me get the top off. There we go. So it's kind of an orangey brown, but you know, kind of like rusty. So here it is on the edge of this is an aged piece of paper. So it's going to give you a darker hue than Carved Pumpkin, of course. Carved Pumpkin is more orangey orange. But that is Rusty Hinge. I love that color. Very pretty. Very perfect for fall. And then I wanted to show you what it looked like when I put it there and get my water bottle and douse it pretty good, and then put some paper to it. There is the look, the color that you get. So it is like a true rusty orange look. That's going to be even prettier once it dries. I like that. There's some little droplets. So it's kind of a creamy orange with just a little bit of brown hue to it. I like that. Do this little piece of book page here to take that up. See how pretty that is? Alright, and then let's stamp something with it, and that'll give you just a few little options as to what that looks like. Let me get this from Cocoa Daisy. That's September kit with all the daisies and the hexagons and stuff in it. I love that. Let's do these little hexagons since they're solid. Alright, so straight into the Rusty Hinge Oxide, and then stamp down, and then here is a restamp without going back into the ink pad. Isn't that pretty? Lovely color. Great fall color. I'm glad that I ran across it and decided to put it back into the, well, I don't know that we've ever had Rusty Hinge, if we've ever carried it ourselves. It is not a new color, but it is new to us, and I really love it. So there's me something else to clean off later. So we have the oxide pad, the re-inker, and the spray, and that all oxide in the shop. And like I said, if you get over there and we're already sold out, I have more ordered that should be in just a few days. These two collections I got inspired by Johanna from that YouTube channel that I had shared a couple of weeks back, that she inspired this journal. She was making a new journal with some of this paper, and I just thought it was gorgeous, and I wanted some of the paper, so I went ahead and stocked some for y'all. And it looks like y'all like the paper too, because y'all are buying it. This is Woodland, and look at the cut aparts, or the fussy cutting images they have there in the front. So great little wildflowers. I'm just going to put this in the middle so we can see most of it, and I'll go through all this. And look how many you get of each pattern. That's what I love about Craft Consortium. They send you quite a few of each pattern, so that way you can use either side a couple of times. You're not just having one or two sheets of it and not being able to use it again. Now this does have a little bit of shimmer to some of the pages, kind of like a glossy effect, but it's nothing over the top. So cute. I love all these deer. This would be a great winter themed paper pad. So pretty. Look at all those woodland creatures. Look at that. How pretty. Their patterns never disappoint. We love Craft Consortium over at Scrapbooking with Me. Look at those hedgehogs. Too cute. The little mushrooms. We also have a Graphic 45 collection called Little Things in the shop, and it's got some mushroom images in it too. Look at all those leaves. It's a great fall collection. More leaves, but it's more tame, a little more tame as far as neutrals. And this has a shimmer to it, but you can't feel anything. It's just got a shimmer to the background of it. And then look at that. Nice neutrals there. Maybe a slate blue, like a faded slate blue, denim blue, and then that's a tan color. And then you have more fussy cutting on the back. Too pretty. That's Woodland. And then this one is In the Forest. Look at that. Look at those bears. So pretty. And then these could be borders on scrapbook pages or foldovers to make pockets on journal pages. So cut that strip and then fold it in the middle, and then make a pocket on one side of the page and a pocket on the other side of the page. Too cute. And then look at the trees on the back of those pages. So pretty. Love that cabin too. And then we've got bear and squirrel in the forest and more tree line. So pretty. I know that when y'all see these in the shop, sometimes you can't get a good idea of what all the pages look like, so that's why Mom and I like to flip through them on video for you. Look at those mushrooms, how cute. And Johanna used quite a bit of these papers in her newest journal. It turned out so pretty. Look at those butterflies on that dark navy background. So pretty. Wildflowers. Gorgeous with butterflies. Ooh, this one's on a purple background. Coral background, or a salmon. And then like a, oh, what is that color? Periwinkle. Very pretty. Ooh, look at that. Kind of looks like snow. Never, never, never disappointed with Craft Consortium. Look at that bear with fish in his mouth. Oh, if you were doing a, like a baby boy themed journal or scrapbook in its entirety, this would be too cute to use. Then we got an owl back here, a wood grain, and then more cut aparts or fussy cutting in the back. So pretty. So that is just a few of the things that we have new in the shop that I wanted to show you, and I thought that this would be a good video to show them to you on. I knew that I would be upset making my first video after Dad's passing, but oh well, that's to be expected, and I am not going to apologize for having emotions. We all have emotions, and sometimes they just have to come out. And sometimes when you come to Me Crafty Scrapper on YouTube, it's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows and laughing the day away. Sometimes it's just going to be raw, emotional me, and I'm not going to apologize for that. Let's go ahead while we're on here and give away this also. I had done those cards, little mini masterboard cards, and stamped those mushrooms from Cocoa Daisy on some pattern paper, and we made little journaling cards, and I had gotten an extra one of this stamp set, and then I showed y'all the new S-Gel pens from Sharpie, and my paper clips that I got from Missy at Very Sweet Plans on Etsy, and I will link this video in the description box below. Also, I think it's 3 videos back, maybe. Anyway, I said that I was going to have a giveaway for everybody that commented about what their favorite thing to do during the fall was, like fall bucket list things to do. And so I have that pulled up on my comment picker on my iPad here. And we are going to pick our winner. So start the random drawing. And our winner is Annette Crabtree. Annette Crabtree. And she says, my favorite fall, I think she meant item, is a time to camp. My favorite fall thing to do is a time to camp. A campfire surrounded with girls singing and good nights yelled from each tent. I love that, Annette. I love to camp. We love going camping. We have an RV. We love going camping. So that is cute. I love that. Girls singing and good nights yelled from each tent. That's crazy good. I love that, Annette. I am not a tent camper at all. So you have my heart there. I'm with you in spirit when you do that. Give me an RV with a potty on it, please. But thank you so much, Annette, for that comment. I love right now. I had taken for granted laughter, y'all. And my daddy was one of the biggest ones that loved to laugh all the time about everything. And all of your mishaps, if you fail, he made sure you were okay, and then he belly laughed over it. And I have missed that so much. And I took it for granted. And these last 2.5 weeks, I have taken it for granted because I've been so miserable in grief. So every chance I get, if I see something I get to laugh about. Oh my word, it does my heart so good. Thank you, Annette. Thank y'all, everybody that commented and liked and shared that video. I thank you so much. And Annette, if you will email me at melinapylant@yahoo.com with your mailing address, I will get this mailed out to you. Congratulations and thanks again. I love all of y'all. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. You are my people. I tell y'all that a lot, but you are my people, and I thank you so much, and I thank you for loving my family. And there were many at the visitation for my daddy that came through sobbing. And I found myself in my own grief going up to them and hugging them and thanking them for loving my daddy. And so, thank y'all too. I love you very much. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye, y'all.